What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Manny here. Today's project, and you guys, if you follow my channel, you know very well that I'm not a do-it-yourself channel. But once in a while, you come across a few little upgrades that you like to do to whatever it is that you have. Today's video is actually going to be a do-it-yourself project where I am going to be taking and adding extenders to the valve stems on our wheels in order for the installation of the TPMS system, which I bought Tire Minder. And once again, Tire Minder, TST, they're all good. I mean, doesn't matter which one you have. I chose the Tire Minder because they work perfectly for me, and I saw a couple of videos put on by other YouTubers, and I actually like the system, but there's no preference. The only recommendation or the only suggestion that I have for you is, if you don't have one, get one. If you're going to be hauling a fifth wheel, travel trailer, whatever, you're definitely going to need a tire pressure monitoring system. Trust me on that one. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to try and break it down by steps best I can. I'm not really good at these videos. I'll edit them as best I can, but let's get started. Discussed. First step, put a piece of tape on the hub and a piece of tape on the rim so that you can line it up when you go to redo it. Step 2, and I found this to work easier for me, make sure that your valve stems are on the top of the wheel. It's easier to work, especially if you have this much room to kind of lay a towel here and look over into the well. So that would be my step 2. Make sure that it's up. Step 3, and I'm sorry I didn't have enough hands to do this and video at the same time. Step 3, take the actual hose. The manufacturer recommends that the placement of the bracket is 4 inches away from the base of the rim itself, of this part back here. So I put a piece of tape to mark what 4 inches is off the base, and then I kind of take the hose and to give me an idea of where the bracket is going to go. So the tape is an indication of where I want to put my bracket so it fits nice and snug. See? There you go. So that would be step 3. Now step 4, make sure that when you're setting up your tires, and I'm only saying this because it worked for me, make sure that you have one of the holes here and the other one here on this side, so it kind of gives you I guess a good base point for this 2x4. I chose to use a 2x4. Some people use a 4x4. I'm telling you, it don't matter. Use whatever's best for you. So cut yourself a 2x4 that is at least reaches the ground and the top of the wheel, so it's on the rubber and not necessarily on the wheel. And then I cut myself a piece of 2x4 a foot long that goes in this direction. Now I only have 2 hands here, so I'm going to go ahead and set this up, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so now we're at the meat and potatoes of this whole operation. So this is how it was set up. I'm going to tell you right now, what you're going to need is one of these ratchet straps, which I got at the local Home Depot. You have to make sure that the S-hook is kind of a little bit more open, so you could fit it in that little square, that little opening. Okay, this is a 300-pound ratchet strap. Perfectly honest with you, it was $1.88 at Home Depot. I would tend to put more emphasis on this little piece right here, this and this one right here. The reason I cut it the length of the hub was to apply equal pressure coming directly out. Okay, this is the second wheel that I done. I already did the other side. The other side worked kind of cool. We're gonna try this one. So this is what the setup looks like. Okay, I'll be right back and we'll see how this works. All right, I forgot what step we're on. 5, 6, I'm not sure. But here we go. We're gonna give this a shot. See if I can get this camera here set up. Well, I think you guys kind of get the idea. So now we want to start applying pressure and hope. I put a rug, or not a rug, I put a piece of towel down here, down on the ground, because when this thing finally pops out, last thing you want is to scratch up all your hubs. But now we're just gonna apply pressure little by little and hope this works. And there we go. Just like that. Worked out perfect. Let me tell you something. The item that they give you, the tool that they give you from factory to do this, doesn't work. This is foolproof. I got this from another YouTube video, but I wanted to do my own. This worked like a charm, guys. I mean, I tried other ways. I tried to do it the factory recommended way originally, just to see if it worked. I gave it a shot with the tools that they give you. It didn't work. It didn't work. This is the way to do it. Now, mind you, some of you may be asking yourself right about now, why are you going through all this? Well, obviously, it's for the. I want to add the tire minders, also. The tire pressure monitoring system. So in order to do that, I had to, if you leave the stem way back in the back on your dually tires, the inside tire, you can't really get to it. So maintenance on it and changing batteries and stuff like that is really a pain in the butt. So adding these extenders, which you saw in the earlier video, for me is the way to go. And this is how I took it out. Hope you guys liked the video. I'll be back in a minute when it's time to put it back and give you a video on that. All right, so there you have it. Those are the drilled holes. Obviously, I didn't video soon enough, but there was a piece of tape going across it, as to so when you're drilling, it doesn't cause any damage. This is the bracket that goes right here, just like that. Okay, it's later going to hold the extender, which comes in from the back. And let me see if I can video this. By the way, the manufacturer sends you everything that you need in a kit, which obviously has already been opened up, and they even send you the rivets. The only thing that you have to have is you have to have your own rivet gun, which I do, which is right there, and you got to install it with rivets. I'm assuming if you find small enough screws with nuts, you can do it with screws and nuts. But for now, I'll just go ahead and use what they send me. Let me see if I can videotape that. So there you have it. Install your rivet through the bracket, and then just squeeze, just like that. That worked out. Let's grab the other rivet. And let's fit that bad boy in there. And then let's well, I'm in the way here, so let me see if I can get out of the way. There you go. Just like that. And there's your piece. Good enough. I'll get back to you guys in a minute. All right, guys, so we're back. Now, we're gonna try putting this back. This tape, like I mentioned to you earlier, I mean, it worked for me when I did the other side, the other hub. So let's hope it works the same way this time. So if you align the tape with what you had already set in place, and you kind of hit that side, and then you one nice solid hit. Just like that, we're good to go. Of course, let's not forget to tear the tape off. Man, I wish it was that easy. I wish it was that easy coming off. But just like that, we're solid. Now it's time to put the extenders in. All right. No way I can do this and show you guys exactly what I'm going to do. But like I mentioned earlier, throw a nice towel here, unless you're one of those guys that likes to get all dirty and greasy. Take your extender, kind of get an eye on which hole it's got to go through. Put it through. Put it through. I'll show you here. You can actually grab it with your hand. Just like that. I think you guys get the idea. And now from the bottom, you make sure you do not cross thread this item. That would be a bad day. So you align it with your hand and you gently twist. Whoa, there goes the dog. You gently twist down here. Okay, she's gonna get in the way, so you guys get the idea. I actually have it twisted in now. According to the manufacturer, you just need to hand tighten it. You know, I hand tightened it, and then I took a pair of channel locks and reached down in there and just gave it one little turn until it seats completely. You'll know when it sits completely because you'll get that little burst of air to let you know that it's good to go. So let me see if I can finish this without my dog getting in the way. So now that the extender has been screwed into the stem of the inside tire, basically we just want to bring the extender around. Like that. Let me switch this around here a second. Well, you get the idea. And then it has a little nut that you screw in. Just like that. And I take a pair of needle nose pliers because it's a very small little nut. Give it a few turns. Give it a few turns. Nice and snug. And that's what she looks like. Good to go. Final touch. Add the little cover. And we're good to go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It's kind of interesting. I'll be honest with you. It's best to run into these problems. I mean, that was the first time ever I had taken off the lug covers, or the hub, whatever you want to call it. That's the first time that I have ever taken it off. So it's best to run into that problem here at home and kind of figure it out, where you can run to the nearest box store and pick up items as you need them, than to have this problem occur on the road somewhere. What's up? To have that problem occur somewhere else where you're not, where you don't have accessible tools. Like I mentioned earlier, this whole setup was basically to accommodate the tire minder system, the TPMS, the aftermarket TPMS. When I install that and I install it on my unit, on my fifth wheel, I'll bring you guys that video. All right, guys, so I finished. Went ahead and put the old girl back where she's parked, where I normally park her. And I'm going to show you guys the finished project. So there she goes. As you can see, the inner tire system is now very accessible for monitoring and for maintenance and changing batteries and stuff like that. Now, the outer tire is a little bit easier to access, but I will tell you this: I might in the near future here go ahead and add one of these extenders to the outer tire also, put them side by side, and then it'll be extremely simple. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said before, this is not a do-it-yourself video. This is in no way, shape, or form telling you exactly the way you should do anything. This was just my way, okay? There's plenty of videos out there on YouTube on how to add these things and how to remove the hubs. I'll try and find it. There is one item that they sell on Amazon, which is like a plunger type of thing where you hook it. I didn't like that. It looks like it puts a lot of stress on these plastic hubs, so I did it this other way. It worked for me. I hope this video helps you guys if you need it. I'm telling you right now, the system that Ford sends you with the original system that they send you to remove these hubs, it doesn't work. It didn't work for me. I hope it works for you, but if it doesn't work for you, I hope you learned something from this video that you can use. Peace.